Hello and welcome to another Demon212 makes a huge tit of himself as he fucks up a Japanese pronunciation. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Cho Aniki, Kyukyoku Muteki Ginga Saikyo Otoko. I hope I've done that right, or at least done it enough to let people know it's a Cho Aniki game. Basically, if you've never played them before, they are the most politically incorrect games out there. It's a case of there's like death threats almost thrown around for these sorts of games for people who are blatantly homophobic, because if you are homophobic, do not apply for this game. You will absolutely hate it. If not, and you're comfortable with your sexuality, whether it's straight or gay, you should love this because it's just so mental and such a good laugh. Pretty much the same rules that I said with the last Cho Aniki review I done. This one's obviously all in Japanese and I haven't got a clue what most of them do. All I know is this top one lets you play the game, so that's pretty much what I stick with. You've got choice of two characters. Doesn't really matter though, there are some slight differences, like for example when you fight the first boss, if you're the female character, one of your familiars falls in love with the boss and refuses to fight him. So that's a bit odd and awkward, but then again this game is a bit odd. Saying that is like the understatement of the century. I really do love these games and hope more comes out, hope we get the ports of them, or hope there's even a new one, if they even would be allowed to make a new one in this day and age. Because it starts off here where you play is, I can only assume, some sort of god, and he crashes down to what I'm assuming still Earth, where the two heroes see him and they start their quest for some reason. Again, don't speak Japanese, don't read Japanese, honestly don't have a clue what the story is. All I know is this is one of the zaniest games you will ever play in your life. Which is a shame that it will put people off because of the theme of the game, because as an actual shoot 'em up, I love these. I really do think that they're pretty good games. Yeah, I don't think they're as good as you like, so your Gradius 2s go for no Yabu, which again I'll have probably messed up that Japanese pronunciation, and I don't think they're as good as your Radiant Silver guns, but I still do really like them. The whole point is though, you shoot the enemies and little globs come out and you collect the globs of God knows what they are, and they power you up. You can also do a like secondary power attack which fires laser beams out of your head, and I believe in Cho Aniki terms they're called the man beam. So just again looking at the screen and listening to some of the names of things, you really are getting a taste of what the sort of gameplay is going to be and the stuff that you're going to see. Obviously, being that there's two playable characters, that pretty much confirmed straight on right away that it is co-op. And it is the sort of game that if you've got a mate who's willing to play this, then you will have some fun with it, even if you just laugh at some of the really dodgy looking enemies in the game, one of which is coming up, and it's the type of thing that every time I see it I still can't help but almost piss myself laughing. And also you may be wondering why I'm swearing, because I usually only do that on adult themed games, but in all honesty, if this isn't an adult themed game, I don't know what is. I definitely don't think this is the sort of thing that your kids should be playing, because it'll probably just raise a hell of a lot of questions that you may not want to answer as a parent just yet, so be warned. Anyway, while I didn't mention it, that was a bit of the music while I was showing off this first boss of the game. And being a shoot 'em up, it's only got a handful of levels, but it is really cheap on the PSN. It's only like £4 and a couple dollars on the US one. It's just a shame we've had to wait so long to get it, because I've run out of dollars on my US account ages ago, so I've been waiting ages to buy the game. It's the type of thing that hopefully we will now start seeing more of the Japanese imports over here, and I'd like to see the Cho Aniki PSP game released as well, because I'm struggling to find it on UMD. So that's pretty much all I can say. Graphically it looks really good, the artwork and everything's fantastic with the game. Musically I've let you listen to a bit of it, and sound effects wise I'm pretty sure at one point you hear a woman climaxing, so that pretty much tells you everything you really need to know about this game. Just as I say though, gameplay wise, if you like shoot 'em ups and you're comfortable with your sexuality, as I say, then give it a go. If not, then your loss, really. That's all I can say. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.